Welcome to the New Magintia Casino night here in Drachenfelds. We will be hosting another night here. You can read about our casino on knuckleheads.dk/casino, and our tables will be staffed tonight with dice games available in the books that you find on the tables. And the first time the slot machine is free, so do come over if you want to join us. We're in New Magintia. There should be rooms around the banks of Luna, Britain, and New Haven. And I have Late here, which is going to join us, speaking some.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I think we're going to get underway in the next few minutes. I think maybe there's a table full already.
Seems so, yeah. And if you want, you can show tell the players a little, the viewers a little about the games they can play.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you look here, we've got 3 different tables, each with dice and cup on there, and you can play those games when they're manned by one of the staff here. There are 2 tonight. One is Bestia Remendium, and the other one, as you can see, is Yasmin Datir. I'll just take you over to one of the books and we can take a look at one of those. So the books on each of the tables contain the games available to play and the rule set. So I'll just open one of those up. So yeah, I mean, these are free to open and read by anybody attending. So the first game we've got is Beat the Bank, and it's just worth explaining at this point that you just nominate the game, so it's worth just sitting down at the table, reading through this book, looking at the different games you've got available, and then just talking to either Bestia or Yasmin Datir, and just mentioning the game that you'd like to play. They're very helpful as well. They'll help you if you're a little bit stuck while you're playing it, but they're all fairly simple.
Yeah, the game should be pretty straightforward and explained in the books pretty well.
So, right, I'll keep my eye on one of the games now, and I'll hopefully commentate through one of the games just to show you how it's working. And I'll just need to get a hold of a check. So I'm going to go all the way. I'm going to play with 500,000. So it's betting the highest amount you can bet. It's very risky. So if you can see there, I've just put a check for 500,000 gold onto Bestia Remedium, started up a trade, and that's confirming my bet now. And so I'll wait for Bestia, and she will ask me to roll the dice. Ooh, so I've got 11. And I'm going to go again. So I'll roll the dice again. And I've got 11, that's bust, so I've lost 500,000 gold. Okay, I'm going to play a game called Chuck now, so I'm just going to place a bet on that. Okay, so I'll just hand the money to the dealer. So that's 10,000 gold. Okay, so I'm going to pick a number, and I'm going to pick number 5. Oh, I got the second die on a 5. And so you can see now that the dealer gives me my 10,000 back and another 10,000, so good win. Okay, so I'm going to try another game. I'm going to go for a game called Sixes now. but I'm only going to bet 10k. Okay, so I'm basically betting that the dealer will roll a total of 6 at least once out of 3 rolls. So that's 7, that was close. 11, one more chance. And 7, no, lost, oh well. Oh, someone's won the secret chest. I wonder what the item was.
I think it was a kind of Turkish and one more item, I think. Well, one moment.
And some more celebrations there. Right, I'm going to put 10,000 on lucky guess, I think. So now I've got a bet on a number between 2 and 12. And it's a 1 die roll, but I get 5 to 1 if it comes up. So my number is going to be 7. Just going to roll the dice once. I'm going to need luck. Oh, and it's 10. Oh well, it could have been a nice payout. And there's quite a few people here at the moment, so what I'm going to do in a moment is leave this table and perhaps go and have a look at some of the other things that we can play tonight, and then maybe join the other table across the way. Right, I'm going to have one more go, and that is going to be Beat the Bank. Okay, here we go. So the dealer's rolling the dice and scores the total sum of both dice. Then I have to roll the dice at a higher score, so it's just a 1 roll each. So the dealer rolls 7, that's not a bad score. And I get 5. I think these dice must be loaded for me tonight because I'm losing hand over fist. And the bestia, the dealer's going to take a little break now. It's been quite fast and furious. So it's a short break. Okay, there are some other games here as well. There's the Onearmed Bandit, effectively. So here you can see wooden boxes, and it looks like that one's been won. We've got one here that's locked down and secure, and that one's locked down and secure, which means that nobody's won these. So if we look at the vendor sitting at the Onearmed Bandits, you'll see that there's a £500,000 prize, a gold prize, and there's a 1 million gold prize. And the way you play this game is you open up the vendor, let's say the 1 million, and in there will be a number of keys. Now obviously for the 1 million gold prize the keys will be more. For the 500,000 they are less. They're exactly half, which makes sense. So I think what I'm going to do is have a punt on the 1 million. 75,000 on a key. It's not cheap, but it could win me 1 million. Okay, so I'm going to purchase that, and that will place a key in my backpack. So what I have to do now is double click that key, and it will ask me which box I want to use that on. So it's obviously the £1 million prize, and the key doesn't seem to unlock that, so I've wasted 75,000, but I could have won 1 million. That's how that game works, so it's very simple and straightforward. So I'll just take you for a quick tour upstairs for those of you tuning in. And we've got a garden up here, a barkeep, and you can also play a game of chess. So I'll just show you that. It's very simple. Just sit at the table, double click the chessboard, and you can play a game of chess with another player. And the atmosphere does seem really good here tonight. There's plenty of people turned up. And just while we're waiting for the intermission for the dealer, I'm going to just take us downstairs. As you can see, this is more than just the casino. The upstairs is the casino, and downstairs we've got the McGintyre Town Hall. And there are various events that take place down here. It's a really well designed building. I'll just get back in here again because the deco in here is fantastic.
Yeah, we have some plans for that hall for our events that doesn't require a building of normal kinds. Can hold different kinds of events there, competitions, and in the past there have been
in fact, that was the last event, wasn't it, Gil? It was a competition, wasn't it? Like a quiz night?
yeah, that was a quiz night, yeah. We had a quiz night there. We also had an armor crafting competition there.
Okay, what I'm going to try and do, if I can find it, is just quickly show you the silent auctions building as well. I don't want to go too far off the subject, but as you can see next to the town hall is the silent auctions. I don't know if you want to describe a little bit about this, Gil.
Yeah, it's a project we got where some items are in golden boxes, and people can read in the book next to it what the item is, and if there's a minimum bid to it. And
so I'm just opening those boxes now and just showing viewers the items that they can bid on.
yeah, and if you then got a bid on it, you can write it in a book, obtainable from the ticket master in the front. There's a 100,000 bid on that one.
Yep, there's the mailbox. So you just grab a book, put your bid in, the minimum bid being stated within the book that's locked down next to the chest, your highest bid, drop it into the mailbox, and then simply wait for the auction to end and see if you're the winner.
Yeah, and it ends on 4 PM Central European time on Sunday, every Sunday. And then the highest bid that's in the mailbox for the specific item. That's pretty simple.
So I'm going to head back now to the auction house to see to the casino night to see how we're getting on. Looks like somebody else has turned up here. And I was going to show you the secret chest tonight. Someone's won it though, so as I mentioned earlier, so it would have been nice to show you how that worked. Well, I guess I still can. What you would normally do is just let me stand there. On the mastermind game, as it's called, there's a vendor next to the secret chest called Rhiannon, and that vendor holds different books which are 100,000 each. So you buy a book, within the book is a code. So you pick very carefully which book you think will hold the code, and then you double click on the chest and that brings up this box, and then you simply pop the code in. Oops, there we go, that was in the book. And then you obviously click OK. If it opens, then you get what's inside. But if not, then you've just spent 100,000 and made the chances for the next person a little better. But I'm told what's in there, as we found out tonight. I'm told what's in there is, you know, well worth the gamble.
And thank you all for joining us tonight at our casino night. Thank you to those in the stream. And be sure to join us either on the stream next time or as it takes place live on Drachenfelds in New Megadia. And later I've been entertaining you for most of the evening.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I've sort of showed everybody around the different games. So yeah, it's been a really good night tonight. It's been lots of losses on my part, but that's for the casino's gain. So yeah, it's a great night. If you are on Drachenfels Shard or you're interested in coming along, you're more than welcome.
Indeed. And be sure to stay tuned on our site, knuckleheads.dk. There will be another event announced about Monday or so that takes place next weekend. An event that has been a while since we have had the last one. You will all see on Monday.
But thanks for joining us tonight. Special thanks to Gil and Steph for putting this event on. It's always a good evening, casino night.
Yeah, and thanks to Paradox for handing out alcohol and welcoming people. And Marta is also here. A bit in the background, but she's here nonetheless. And we will return approximately next month for another casino night. With maybe a little change in roster, but we'll see when we get that far.
Okay, good night and enjoy the rest of your evening.